and welcome to our first C++ tutorial. This is Wali Mshokamanji, and today we'll be looking at how to use C++, our first tutorial. So let's get into it and see what we're going to do today. So this is Dev C++. So yeah, this is an IDE, Integrated Development Software. Yeah, this is what we're going to use to write our code in C++. So let's get started. I'll very quickly start our project. So file, new project. Yeah, you have to name your project. So mine will be task 1. We'll call this task 1. Click on console application. We have Windows, we have all these options, static library, but we won't need to use them in order to learn C++. Then make sure you click your C++ project after the console application. We're good to go. C++ is kind of easy. No, every programming language is easy. So it will ask for a folder. Where are we saving this? I have a folder here, C++ tutorial. Say save. Then you need to create a basic structure that we can use to start programming. So C++ is very easy. Every programming language is easy. You only have to understand the beginning, and that's all, and you're a programmer from there, just like every other language. Once we can take this out. This is a comment. We'll talk about comments as we go. Don't want it to confuse you. And we can take these out. Careful not to take anything that's not necessary out. These out. There we are. Now we're ready to start programming. At least I'm ready. I don't know about you. So this is the basic structure for you to start coding. So let me quickly explain this. In line 1, we have hashtag include IOStream in these corner, Sharpie brackets, so I don't know what you're going to call them. Yeah, so we have hashtag include IOStream. This is a preprocessor directive. So this will enable us to input and output stream. It will enable us to display and take information from a user or display to a user. So there's something that's missing in here. So in line 2, always remember to include this using namespace std. This makes me laugh because std kind of sounds like sti. Sometimes I'm kind of obsessed. I never want to get sick of such. Anyway, using namespace std. So this is standard library. This collects all the compiled functions that come with C++ that you can actually use in your program. Then coming here, just leave some space. Coming here, in line 5, the int main. This is where your main program starts. This is a function that begins your main program. Whatever you want to display, interact with the user, will be done between this curly brace to this. So this is your main program, and return 0 simply dignifies the end of the program. So return 0 will explain more on that one, because this is basically a function, but return 0 really specifies to say this is the end of the program. Start of the program, int main, end of the program, return 0. So let's start. What can we do with C++? Alright. This programming language can be used to code several programs and software and application, and it's very user friendly. It's 3rd generation, so it's up there. So let's start. We'll start with the basic cout, displaying to the user. How do we display information to the user? How does Facebook display to you to say what's on your mind today? How does WhatsApp display to you to say this and this person has posted a status? So let's check that out. So to write, I'm going to write the statement, and I'll explain it from there. So this is our statement in line 7. This is a simple cout statement, a statement used to display. So let me quickly explain it. Cout simply means console out. The less than signs the less than signs, these are signs to show that you're actually outputting data. See, these are symbols that come with C++. Then we have double quotes. Double quotes here. Then inside the double quotes we have this hello world, closing double quotes, the symbols again, endl. So endl simply means end line. This is where your line ends, at endl. And after endl we have a semicolon, one of the most important things in C++ programming. Never forget it. The semicolon, or this sucker is so, mischievous at times, never forget it. So the endl simply means end line. The semicolon, it means end of statement. This is where your statement ends. You see, these symbols signify that you're outputting information. You have two. The information that you're outputting should always be in between the two double quotes. Always in between the two double quotes. So if we compile this, here is where you compile, or you can simply push F9. So we compile this. So I'll name this same thing, or task 1, save. So check this. This is where it's compiling from. So a compiler will run through the code and take this source code and change it into object code. That's what compilers do. So hope you read more on compilers, because we have two types of compilers. We have compilers and we have interpreters. So their function is to compile. So read more on that. So here, compilation results, error 0, warning 0. Yes, I'm good to go. Then I can now run it. So let's run this and see. So it displays to say hello world. Don't mind this, but it displays to say hello world. It displays exactly what's in between the two curly braces. So this is a very cool program that we've wrote here. I think this is the best program anyone will ever write in the history of programs, because every great programmer that you know started out with a hello world. So everyone has to start out, even if you're learning a language. I'm pretty obsessed in learning languages. I know two so far. It's extremely nice. I know hello, how are you? English. I know Mlishan, that's Bemba. You see, once you just know how to greet in a language, basically means you know the language. So yeah, I'm an expert at that. So this is Cout. So you can type in anything you want. You can type in a name, Josh, comma Mary, comma Musho, comma Barbara, anything that you want. You save this, you compile. It tells you error 0, warning 0. You run. It says Josh, Mary, Musho, Barbara. You see? So whatever you put in here will be displayed exactly. If I want, I can put, I know Russian, so yeah, that's some crazy Russian that say like, let's compile this. Gives me no warnings, no errors, and boom, there we've got our Russian. So what I've basically wrote is good morning, best friend. Laka, yeah, that seems about right. So that's how to display data to the user. That's how you display data to the user. It always has to be in between double quotes. And never forget, this is the basic syntax. Syntax is like the rules. Syntax is the rules to writing, like the rules in English where you have nouns and pronouns. So this is how you see out in C++. It's kind of easy. So you can even write a story. You can display a story out to the console. So hi, name is Musho. People like to call me Musho, like to make my name short for some reason. I don't know why. And I'm like, how old am I? 22. Yep. Years old. So I have that, and I can have this again. So mind you, white spaces in C++, these don't affect anything. So These white spaces won't really affect anything. You can just leave them out to make your program look neat. Yeah, they don't really affect anything. So hi, my name is Musho and I'm like 22 years old. I live in Ndola and I think Kampala is the best city ever. So never forget your semicolon. And my best friend has always been, I don't know what's my best friend's name, Aaron. Yeah, I kind of always forget it because he's a wuss or something. So check it out. So if we compile this, we run this, there we have it. Hi, my name is Musho and I'm like 22 years old because I'm not really sure myself. I live in Ndola and I think Kampala is the best city ever, which is true. And my best friend has always been Aaron. Yeah, so there we have it. So this is a sweet program. Don't rush. Don't try to rush yourself to creating Facebook. This is how it all basically starts. From there we're simply going to pick up. So check this out. What if I forgot a semicolon? Right there. Let's compile. Boom. Gives me an error. So come to your errors. Try to read the error. So here it says expected semicolon before cout. So we have our cout here and it expects a semicolon before this. So meaning we forgot a cout up there and it's here. Check that out. So that's the thing about dev. It's going to help you identify the error. Check out if I take out those two symbols. So it says expected semicolon before and L. But though it's not a semicolon, but it says semicolon. The reason why is because we forgot these two little beasties. See that? So try and play around with this. Try and identify the different errors you're going to have. Play with this. And next time you join me on my tutorial, we're going to talk about variables. You're going to see what variables can do, what makes this powerful, and what will make this program easy to write. So see you next time, guys. Keep luck.